One of the questions I kept getting was, do I think it will even work in cold temperatures? Well, it is currently 10 degrees Fahrenheit out, snow in the air, and it is still functioning. By the way, this is the noise that it makes on level 5, the highest of the settings. Hi guys, Redneck Computer Geek here with Jessie doing a follow-up on the VEVOR diesel heater. She's been sick for a couple of days. There's tissues and everything. But it was 10 degrees out last night, and it was 16 degrees an hour ago when we turned on the heater. It's on level 5, and how warm are you, Jessie? Are you comfortable even though you're sick? You're very comfy, along with, you know, Fuzz and Leroy over here. Yeah, this has become the cat hangout without question. All 5 of them have learned to get along just to be able to share the bed when the heater's on.
6.
6? We have 6 cats?
We have 6 cats.
Wait, how do we have 6 cats? Name them off.
Luana, Leroy, Pouncer, Spice, Fuzz, Ella.
Oh yeah, that's right, Pouncer. Sorry, there's a cat that lives like under the bed all the time, and you never see it unless it's being stupid and trying to eat plastic bags.
Hey, she's up here cuddling with me when you're not bugging her.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, so let's flip this around. Jessie decided that she wanted this dryer duct heater to be up here. It's kind of angled so that it shoots kind of the center of the bed-ish, I guess you'd call it.
Yes.
Yeah, so it shoots the center of the bed-ish.
Instead of the corner.
And then down in here, we have put a duct through. It's just a piece of 4-inch PVC. And I'm going to eventually put an elbow on it. But I just plain ran out of riggery time while I was installing it, and we'll work on it more later. Ultimately, what I would really like to do is come off of there and run a hose through behind the wall so that it pulls air from the entrance of my closet.
That's warmer.
Yeah, so that it cycles the room a lot better, because as it is, we end up with kind of a standing hot pocket over in this area, and my side gets nothing.
Well, you don't like heat anyways.
Yeah, I'm supposed to freeze. We've got a lot of questions on the size of the room. The room is 14 feet long by 10 feet wide, with a big closet that runs the entire back side of it that's kind of semi getting heated too. That's another 4 feet by 10 feet long. And
The 2B thing gets really hot.
The 2B thing gets untouchable hot. So this is just a regular dryer duct add-on that we put on from the original stuff that came in. And this thing here, when it is on at night, is massively bright. So you can see right now we're on level 5. And yeah, any other thoughts before I show them the rest of the setup?
We need one for the living room.
We got one for the living room, actually. We ended up with a bigger one for the living room. Oh, yes. So, in the future, the one that's outside right now is a 5,000 BTU, and we probably will upgrade it to an 8,000 for next winter. And then this one will end up getting moved into either the apartment workshop or the garage. And then we have a big one that we're putting in the living room, because these things work really good. So are you sold on it?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll go show the rest of the setup. Or rather, I will, because you're going to sit here and sniffleitis.
Yeah.
Okay. Love you.
Love you.
Here we go on the meat and potatoes side of this setup. So, we ended up upgrading batteries. The truck battery was doing perfectly fine till we ended up down to about 20 degrees or so outside. We ended up relocating everything inside. We now have a Redodo LiFePO battery. This thing was about $300 or so off of Amazon, And I'll post a link for everything we're using down below. I think it's well worth it. I also have a GOOLOO charger that is capable of charging this in the case that we don't get enough solar, and I'll post a link for that also. This is a Renogy Wanderer, and this I ended up changing to because it had better ratings as far as the LiPo batteries were concerned. Now, the eco-worthy, I believe, probably would have been fine, but I really couldn't find any long-term reviews on whether the eco-worthy had worked well with these LiPos. On the other hand, this Wanderer setup had many reviews saying that they had worked with 50 amp hour and 100 amp hour LiFePO4s. This is what we're running now. We have not had a battery cutout warning ever since. The original 25 watt solar panel is still outside doing amazing and working perfectly fine for the system. But like I said, we do have a GOOLOO charger rated for use with this LiFePO4, just in case we end up with several days of solar incapacitation. Now, by my calculations, this 100 amp hour battery should be able to run this diesel heater roughly close to about 3 days or so with off and on use on level 3.